students, welcome and welcome back to Distinction in Mathematics. If this is your first time on the channel, we would like you to join us by clicking the subscribe button and get notified every time a video is uploaded. So today we are looking at question 5 of the 2022 supplementary exam paper, where we look at questions that can be solved by the use of a right angle triangle. And we're also going to include 5.1, which is simplify the expression to a single trigonometric term. So when we use this identity on tan, we will have minus tan x, and then we just bring down cos x, which we'll be working on the following steps. So I like to change x minus 180 degrees into a way that we are familiar with. So we're going to start with 180 degrees, and you would agree that is the same thing. It's just a matter of changing the position. Now remember, tan x can also be written as sin x all over cos x, which makes it easy now for cos x to cancel each other. And remember, removing a negative sign on 180 degrees changes the sign on x as well into a negative x. So when cos x cancel each other, what we have left is minus sin x. And when we use this identity on sine to multiply sine with a negative angle, we will have 180 degrees minus x. Now sine is positive on the second quadrant, where we have 180 degrees minus x. So we just drop down the negative sign and write it as it is. (5.2) we are given that cos 35 degrees is equal to m. Now when you're given something like this, just know that there is a denominator and the denominator is 1. So since cos is adjacent over hypotenuse, in this case m is adjacent and 1 would be hypotenuse. And I know that this is 2 marks, but the clearance will help you to not struggle in another question. So I will draw the triangle in the first quadrant, and the reason being is that cos is positive in the first quadrant and all the x values in the first quadrant are positive since we have a positive m. And maybe that would change in a case where we were given an interval where we can draw our diagram. So you have to consider all of that in a case where you have to draw the diagram. So without using a calculator, determine the value of each of the following in terms of m. So the aim is to know how we can get 35 degrees from what we are given, and we can add 35 to 180 to get 215, which we are given in 5.2.1. And cos is negative in the third quadrant, which leaves us with a minus m. The same goes for sine 20 degrees. You just have to know which angles minus or add on each other to give you an angle that you are looking for. So you will have 90 degrees minus 70 degrees, which will give you 20 degrees. And please go through this video, which explains the trigonometrical ratios of 180 degrees minus theta to get a clear explanation of how sine 90 minus changes into a positive cos. So sine 90 degrees minus 70 degrees will give us a positive cos 70 degrees. And then we can use the double angle formula for cos to simplify it in terms of m. Thank you for watching. Please leave your questions in the comment section, and if you think this video was helpful, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you on the next